Hey planner friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the first holiday I've had in almost 2 years, from the 4th to the 10th of October, in my medium passion planner. Let's get started! So the kit I'm using this week is Autumn Abbey from Plannerface. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code in the description to save yourselves a little bit of money and also mention me for a freebie. So I had to use this kit this week because the original art by KittenishGirl is named Tintern, and this week we were going on holiday to the Forest of Dean and the Wye Valley, and we actually visited the village of Tintern and Tintern Abbey, which was an incredible day, so this kit fit perfectly. As you can see, I'm setting up the pen base of this spread as normal by shading in the parts of the timelines where I'm going to be asleep, and then marking in my one alarm time for this week with my Grace Stabilo fine liner, and splitting my personal to-do sections. I'm leaving the work section for this week because I'm not at work at all. I've then added in my meals for the week. These are a little bit sporadic because we had some other things planned, and then highlighting over that with my orange Sharpie S Note, which is my theme colour for October. And now we can get some stickers down. I've started off with my meal plan tracker, which is just something I make in Excel and print off on sticker paper myself, and then added in the usual squared off half box into the weekly focus box, and then added my habit tracker and a decorative box to finish off my sidebar. To mix things up a little bit this week, because I'm off work for the entire week, I've decided to use this gorgeous autumn washi from Plannerface to cover up my daily focus boxes rather than colouring them all in. Because I don't usually use washi over the daily focus boxes, I really think that this makes this spread stand out when compared to my normal ones, because this is a special week. Moving down to the bottom of the page, and I've cut one of the 15mm strips of washi that comes in the kit in half so that I can cover my Space Movement Possibility header and also the personal and work to-do list headers. I've then cut a 6mm strip from the second piece of washi to create my extra gratitude header in the bottom left hand corner. You'll see in the final spread that I used my work section to add in some extra photos from this week because I took so many photos. But now we can just add in the weekend banner and then get into the day-to-day planning. So zooming in and starting on Monday, the first thing that I was going to do was the grocery shopping that I didn't do the previous Sunday because I wanted to make sure that we had everything we needed for our trip to the forest. So I'm just using an event label and the grocery doodle from the kit to add that in. As this wasn't a normal week, you're going to see me playing around with spacing a lot, but I'm using this squared off box to add in our trip to Tintern on the Monday. So Tintern is between our house and where we were staying, so we kind of went there on the way and on the way back as well. I'm then using this long flag from the kit and a car doodle, which is a leftover from a monthly kit, to add in that we would be driving, and then just using some deco from the kit to frame that square box for going to Tintern. Next, I'm using a skinny event label to mark in our check-in time, and then I'm also using one of my Pinky Stickers printables to mark in doing yoga online in the evening on Monday. To finish off Monday, I'm adding in one of the Build You stickers from the kit, which I've cut in half horizontally so it doesn't take up so much space in my planner, because I had a lot more fun things to be putting in this spread than bills. Moving on to Tuesday and our first full day in the forest, and I'm using this half box to mark in that we went on a massive bike ride. So where we normally stay, we can hire bikes and go on the family cycle trail around, which isn't too taxing but is taxing enough. And then we also decided to cycle to a nearby village, and I burnt like 1,900 calories in this cycle ride. It was a bit crazy. So I've just added some deco from the kit to mark in our cycle ride, and then I'm using a quarter box and the planner doodle from the kit to mark in that Tuesday was the Passion Planner 2022 annual launch. So we had to get back from our bike ride for that, and thank you so much to anyone that used my code if they purchased in the launch. I really appreciate it. Next, I'm adding in a glitter header and then a third box from the kit with a pizza doodle from Plannerface to mark in that we had a pizza night on Tuesday to refuel after all of that cycling. I don't tend to put my glitter headers as spaces in when I'm actually setting up a spread, but I knew that after such a long cycle we weren't really going to be doing all that much in the evening. Moving over to Wednesday, and the first thing that I'm adding in is my second bill of the week, again where I've cut the Build You sticker in half horizontally so it doesn't take up so much space in my planner. This was going to be the busiest day of our holiday because I wanted to get 2 things done, the first of which was to go to this castle called Goodrich Castle, which is just gorgeous, and then the second was to go to Simmons Yat Rock and look at the gorgeous views over the Wye Valley. So to add that in, I'm using a half box on its side so that it takes up a load of space in my planner. and adding in plenty of deco around that, and then I'm also going to eventually add in a decorative box on that day to take up even more space, because we were out for the entire day pretty much. Jumping over to the second half of the week, and I'm first using a quarter box and some more deco from the kit to mark in that I was planning to have a morning swim this day, but I was so exhausted from the day before that it didn't happen. I did manage to fit in this workout in the on-site gym though, which was really cute, but there's not a lot of equipment there, so it wasn't my best workout. Next I'm using another one of these square boxes to mark in that we were going to Seven Cider and also to a walk around Stoodley Ponds. And then I'm using a third box from the kit and these munchkins on a date from Once More With Love to mark in a fancy pub dinner on the last night of our holiday. As I already mentioned, because this isn't a normal week, I am struggling with the spacing a little bit, so I end up moving this around quite a lot before I find a spot that I'm happy with it in. I also ended up adding this glitter header in to mark out an extra chunk of time because I figured we'd stay for a few drinks after dinner. Moving over to Friday, and I'm first using another skinny event label from the kit to mark in our checkout time, and then I'm also using the second long flag from the kit and another car doodle from a monthly kit to mark in driving home. We actually moved this around a lot on Friday because we decided that we weren't quite ready for our holiday to be over yet and went back to Tintern to do an extra long walk. Despite the fact that we added it on as an extra to our holiday, it was the longest walk that we did, and it was an hour of walking uphill and 7.5 kilometre round trip, I think, to get this gorgeous view over at Tintern Abbey and the Y from this spot called the Devil's Pulpit, which is apparently where the devil used to preach to the monks to try and get them to give up their life of being monks. The signs there worded it better than that. Moving over to Friday afternoon, and I planned on doing a workout when we got home, so I've added in another one of my Pinky Stickers printables, and I actually did that even though we did this massive walk earlier in the day. I'm then adding in my planning time as usual on Saturday morning, using a flag and the planner doodle from the kit and a planning script from Plannerface, and then a third box from the kit with some deco and an edit script from Plannerface to mark in editing and recording this voiceover. And I'm recording this voiceover on Sunday because I was too tired to do it yesterday. For Saturday afternoon, I'm using another one of my Pinky Stickers printables to mark in my last weight session of the week, and then I'm using another half box from the kit to mark in whatever I got up to on Saturday evening, which was just some video games and drinks at home, because that was all I was really up for doing. Moving over to Sunday, and I'm first using the 3 hot cleaning checklist from the kit to mark out a chunk of time for me to get some cleaning done in the morning, and I'm marking that also with the vacuum doodle from the kit. The weekend was much easier to plan because it was all things that I normally do, so I didn't have to work out too much spacing. Although this is something that isn't usual for me on a weekend, but I'm using an event label from the kit and then a kind of face mask doodle from Plannerface to mark in that this afternoon I'm getting my COVID booster vaccine. I do work for the NHS and have a long-term health condition, so that's why I'm getting a booster. To finish off Sunday afternoon, I'm marking and uploading this video with a bit of the Monday to Sunday box that I've cut up, a YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co and an upload script from Plannerface, and then adding in my last workout for the week, which is just hopefully going to be an interval run if I don't feel too terrible after my booster. To finish off this spread, I'm adding in some of the gorgeous decorative boxes from the kit just to fill in some of the space where we're either going to be having a lazy morning, or in the case of Wednesday where I didn't want to fill up the entire day with 2 boxes that say the same thing. I also made sure that I used the cycling box on Tuesday when we were going to be cycling because I thought that went perfectly. This box that I popped in on Friday will end up getting moved to Thursday because we decided to do some more stuff on Friday, and yeah, I decided that I wanted more of the background to be in it rather than the foreground when I trimmed off the side. As with all of these, I've trimmed them on the sticker paper and then trimming them again on the planner so they fit nicely within the timelines. No checklists this week because I wasn't at work, but now we can fill in all of my plans as usual with my Pilot Friction pen. So this week has just been the best week, as you may be able to tell, and if you've been following me on Instagram, you'll have seen a lot of it on my Insta stories. It was just so nice to get out of the city and be in the fresh air and the peace and quiet and just do loads of nice outdoor activities, and the weather was glorious, especially on Wednesday, which I wasn't expecting. I was kind of worried that it would actually just piss it down all week, but no, we had really good luck and I've had, like I said, the best week. We've been to the forest a couple of times and every time I try and find new things for us to do. So this time, Wednesday was completely new stuff for us to do. I'd never been up to Simmons yet and we'd never been to Goodrich Castle. And it's such a good castle, like there's so much to see there. Like sometimes you go to a castle and it's just like really ruined, but this one is still pretty solid. Like there was this hilarious picture that my boyfriend took where I walked up this teeny tiny staircase to the top of the keep and he took a photo of me from the bottom and I'm like a blip in this photo. I was also completely planning on recording the intro and outro of this video while we were in the forest so that it kind of like bookended it nicely while I was going to be talking about my holiday, but I was having so much fun just being in the moment that I completely forgot. I didn't realise until we got home and I was like, oh, I was going to film an intro in nature and I completely forgot. But it's not the end of the world. Also this week, although we were going to be doing loads of outdoor activities, I didn't want to push it and do my normal gym routine as well. So I did a deload week, and I always really look forward to deload weeks because I'm like, oh, it's going to be so chill, it's going to feel great. And every time I do a deload week, when I'm actually doing the workouts, I'm like, I'm so bored, this is not challenging me at all. So I am looking forward to getting back to my normal working weights next week. As I mentioned earlier in the video, because I didn't have any work stuff to add in this week because I was out of office, I'm using the work section in the bottom left hand corner as extra space for photos because I took loads of those this week. And you may have noticed that I don't like to waste any space on my weekly spreads. For my weekly focus this week, I obviously had to put that we were going to the Forest of Dean because that's all we did all week really. If you couldn't already tell by the rest of this video, I had an amazing week and I'm not looking forward to going back to work tomorrow. But anyway, let's take a look at the finished spread. So here is the spread all filled out and I love how this one turned out. I know I say that every week, but this I think is one of my favourite spreads of this year. I love all of the photos that I've added in my reflection section and just all of the memories that are contained in these 2 pages. I absolutely love it. So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!